Hello, namaste. Can't remember if we've done this story before, but I know maybe not in so much detail, and it's always nice to hear them again. And it seems to be one people are really interested in. It's the story of Akhilandeswari, and her name, it literally means she who is never not broken. And they say that that double negative, never not broken, is there to emphasize how truly broken she is. And I think that we can identify now, especially with the way the world is, that feeling of being so broken, that the world is so broken. They say that she's broken because the world is broken. And this world is often so painful, especially with all the news that we're bombarded with every day of these terrible things that we see and all this racism around us. And so she carries this brokenness with her. And in the beginning of the story, she lets it really tear her down. She lets it get to her so much that she just can't be herself anymore. And so she's the goddess. She's the official goddess of this temple down in South India. But nobody wants to go in the temple anymore because she's so angry all the time, and she's got this face that's just full of wrath and rage, and everyone's afraid, and pretty soon they all start avoiding the temple at all costs. And so they want to use it though, it's their temple, and so they go to Shiva and they say, please, how can you help us? And this is the part of the story, by the way, that we're gonna, I'm gonna tell you just so you know it, but when you tell it, if you share it with your students or anybody else, you can omit this part, but I'm giving it to you just to give it to you. So they go to Shiva and they say, please help us. And Shiva says, oh, I know what she needs. She just needs a husband. Right? Garbage. But Shiva says, let me help her. And so he goes to this goddess and he gives her a pair of earrings. And these earrings have the Sri Yantra within them, which is this beautiful geometric design. And when she puts the earrings on, it redirects all of that anger that she feels and all of her pain and sadness at seeing a world so broken. Then she can move it. It moves into the earrings, and you can imagine in geometric shape how the energy would ping and move around. And then through that transformation, she becomes super, super peaceful inside of herself, and then really powerful. So it's actually that brokenness that becomes her superpower. And so once she's managed to contain that energy and work with it so that it's not just consuming her all the time, then she's able to be this super powerful goddess who is one of the ruling goddesses of the world. And but the cool part about this story that I love so much is that at night she takes her earrings off and she gets to be super wild again. So it's okay to feel a little bit like the way the world is going. We're gonna feel that sometimes, of course, but don't let it make you hard. Don't let it make you not yourself anymore. That you're just so overwhelmed that you can't be of service, right? And so these earrings, and maybe the way we'll retell the story is she made her own earrings, right? So she was feeling really super sad. Here it is. She was feeling super sad and all this anger at the way the world was going. And so she decided to create something, right? Because when you're sad, what do that helps? You go and create, you write, you paint, you sing, you do something. Right? Use your hands, make something, feed someone. And so she creates a pair of earrings. And that way she can direct all of that sadness and frustration into the earrings, and then she can be of service. So there we go. Look at that. Just now we rewrote history. So I hope that helps for all of you who sometimes feel broken and sometimes look around the world and feel like, wow, this is just untenable the way it's going. But know that you can make a difference. Namaste.